Welcome to Day 2 with the KrisPi Course. If you're new here, I will link Day 1 in the top corner. This is basically just a 28-day course of taking little baby steps to improve life and feel better. Again, another couple of activities, and as usual, completely customizable. I will talk a little bit more about that as we get into the actual specifics. Enjoy!
So, activity number 1 for day 2, I think I got that right, is making the bed. So you can, depending on where you're up to, you can choose to either you just even out your bed sheets and do that, or you can completely take everything off and tidy the bed. I started by just taking everything off the bed because I, at this point, really needed to just redo the whole bed. So the first thing I did was take off all these teddies. I have an awful lot of them stacked on my bed, you just saw that. And then I removed everything else, along with finding a few more teddies. And then I used what I like to call the Spider-Man method for removing the mattress cover, whatever you want to call it. I think for obviously, fairly easy to see reasons. That's just with the designer bed that I have, I'm getting notifications. With the designer bed that I have, that's just the easiest method for removing the mattress cover.
A development has been made. So I have, I don't think it's a common kind of duvet, but basically it's in two parts, and you can separate them depending on the time of year. So there's the summer duvet, the winter duvet, and then the spring autumn duvet. Well, there's a thin section and a thick section, and they tie together. And I was in the impression we just had the thin section on at the minute because I'm intolerant to the heat, thanks to my medication. But it turns out that because last year I was not on medication, this year I decided not to take the duvet apart, and it's still been on the winter setting, which is why it's been so warm. So I'm gonna fix that, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know how to figure out which is the thicker section, but I'm gonna take it apart. Okay, I feel like this section has to be thinner. This just feels thinner. And I'm gonna take the other section away. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I'm gonna take it away. I also in the process of putting the duvet cover, the mattress cover on even, I broke 2 nails. But hey. Taking this away and then I'll be back to put the bed back together.
And then I put the pillow back in the pillowcase, or in the fresh pillowcase. Put the duvet and a new mattress cover. I think that's all pretty standard, so I'll just leave you guys to watch that. After which I collected my, again, absolute mountain of teddies and put them all where they belong. Lined them up nice and neatly, because I'm just like that. Let me know if you guys want a walkthrough of all their names, because I have named them all. But yeah.
So, one of today's tasks was to watch a film or show without a phone, which is obviously very difficult for me to show you guys. I watched an episode of Game of Thrones. It was great. Would highly recommend. I mean, it's always fun. I went into Game of Thrones with the mindset that everyone who you meet is gonna die. No spoilers on this channel, by the way. One thing I have found is I refer to most of the cast by their relationship to Peter Dinklage's character, because either I forget their names, they have names that are too similar, or I just don't like them enough to remember their names. So yeah, everyone is just the relation to Peter Dinklage. His character, who I refer to as Peter Dinklage because his name is the same, or almost exactly the same as his character's dad's name. So, skincare, while I tell you guys about the plans section of today, which is just making plans to do someone with friends, a group chat. If you don't feel like doing that, you can just have a call. Like, if you're not up to that yet, if you want to stay in your local area and get a bus, it's just wherever you're at, basically. But I've organised a trip in the next couple of days. It's Monday right now, the trip's on Friday, to a local town centre with a couple of mates. We've also organised a trip to the beach. soon, which will also be part of the we mentioned in the course at some point because I want to, like, obviously it's a big part of it is relationships with people, like going out with friends and enjoying that is a big part. So beach trip will definitely be on there. And also, I love the beach. I absolutely adore the beach. It will not be the first beach trip this summer. But, wait, no, it will be the first. In fact, no, it actually isn't for me. No, I've been to the beach a couple of times before this summer. It will not be the last. But yeah. Thing is, on the day that the plan's out, if you need to move that, that's absolutely fine. It's just when you can get your group together, if you are busy that day, like, the idea is that this is a 28-day course, but there are going to be bits that aren't possible. So, skincare time, nothing special. Moisturizer, because my skin has hated me recently. First things first, I'm getting a tattoo, we'll make sure tomorrow. So I'm going to do the back of my neck, just so that I'm nice and prepped for getting a tattoo tomorrow. Haven't sunburnt yet this year, which is quite nice. And then just the main parts of the face. Not that deep. If you have any problem issues with like certain areas of skin, make sure to target those. I'm going to get this spot on my forehead as well because I think moisturising has been helping. I don't honestly know. Woke up this morning, looked in the mirror, and I saw that the bottom spike of my eyebrow piercing was missing, which was really fun. I mean, thankfully, I went back in my room, checked my bed, and it was like right there. It hadn't gone too far. But that was not a fun experience because I don't change it that often because I just don't enjoy having to put the spike in. It's just really difficult. I mean, balls are worse. There's a reason I never have piercing balls in my eyebrow piercing or anywhere else for that matter. If, like me, you have a nose ring and you're wondering what to do or any moisturiser to get on the nose ring, what I like to do is moisturise my whole face and then just get a cotton bud and wipe over the nose ring. That tends to work quite well for me. Obviously, I do have a literal ring. It's probably a little bit different with a stud. I'm going to brush my teeth and then moisturise my chin because I know full well I'll wash off any moisturiser from my chin before I brush my teeth. Cotton bud. And we're sorted on the nose ring. And then I'm going to do the lip balm, which I highly recommend if you have dry or chapped lips or if you just struggle with biting your lips a lot. I always struggle to take the lid off when my hands are damp, so I just use my shirt to help. And finally, chin moisturiser. Then we're done with skincare, and I can just leave that overnight. So, like, I'm not saying you need to do skincare every day, just maybe try and implement it into your daily routine or weekly routine a little bit more. Take care of yourselves. And the last activity for today is meditation. Now, I am by no means professional, so feel free if you want to go and find a video by someone who actually knows what they're doing. But I'll guide you guys a little bit in just relaxing. So we're gonna close our eyes. I feel so stupid right now, I can't lie. Just eyes closed, take a deep breath in and out. And just imagine yourself in a peaceful place. That's going to be different for all of you. It might be a beach, it might just be a quiet room alone. Somewhere that you feel relaxed. Remember to breathe. And just try and relax your muscles. Drop your shoulders. Try and release any tension in your body. And then, I don't know, probably just go and see an actual professional if you want to do anything a little bit further than that, because I don't know what I'm doing. But hey, if you just want a little bit of relaxation, hopefully that will help. Um, so finally, today's reflection got the book again. I'm gonna have the book every day. Reflection time. My hands are moist from moisturizing. Which, I mean, to be fair, I could probably do with moisturizer far more often than I do other. And I tend to only moisturize parts of my body that aren't my face when I'm actively ripping chunks out of them because they're irritated. But hey, we survive. So today's reflection is complete. I've just drawn on myself. You guys can kind of see that. Again, I'll put an actual picture of what I've written in the video. But just so you can see I was actually writing. Yeah. I hope you guys feel better. Sleep well, everyone. If you are watching this before bed, I hope you have a great day if you're watching this at the start of your day. Spread positivity, be nice to each other, take care, and love you guys. I'll see you all soon. Bye. So thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Thank you for your time. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.